I am Peter Cook, Brexit in chief, politician. This is Chatham Dockyard. It's where I was born, not literally in the dockyard, but my parents were born here and I've lived here all my life, for good or bad, and I want the area to be improved. I felt that our populist politics were absolutely unfit for purpose, and I decided as a joke to stand a cat for election. Sadly, the cat got votes, even though I didn't ask for it to do so, and that's why I'm doing it again. My political beliefs stem from the centre, really, of politics, a place where nobody wants to touch. I'm certainly, people think that because I'm anti-Brexit I must be a lefty loser, but I'm not left or right, certainly not the extremes of those two places. In some ways I believe we should learn to add up, which is conservatism, perhaps, and I think we should have a social heart, which is very Labour. So it's a strange mixture of the two. The NHS is a crown jewel in Britain. We lose it at our peril. So I do think the NHS needs to be preserved. That doesn't mean to say it needs to be privatised in order to make money. However, I do think there are some things that we've now moved from health. I used to work in healthcare and pharmaceuticals, so I do think the sort of healthcare aspects of the NHS are vital and should be free at the point of use. But we could perhaps consider that people want the NHS for cosmetic reasons. Maybe they should think about whether that's a private business or not. Immigration really can be fixed. The government doesn't want to fix it, and they filled the backlog in the Home Office. I have an algorithm for immigration which talks about finding safe routes, because 90% of our immigration is from legal immigration. Certainly if you're a serial killer, you're either put back on a boat, a plane I should add actually, not a boat, or you are actually put in prison if you've come here illegally. But the vast majority of immigrants can be put to work. They don't need to stay in hotels. It is costing a lot. There's no reason why these people shouldn't have jobs. It's not killing the economy. We have skill shortages to manage. The cost of living is in part a byproduct of Brexit, and in part a byproduct of 13 years of Conservative government. We have 4.5% dead weight on us for the cost of living because of Brexit. That's like trying to swim the channel with 4.5 kilos of concrete round your neck. So I believe that Brexit would give us an instant uplift to cost of living, but there are many other things that need to be done, such as actually not pursuing or continuing to pursue disaster capitalism. I've written songs about climate change. People are deniers of climate change. I used to be a scientist, but I haven't gotten over it. And climate change is real, point number one. To argue about whether it's man-made or just the biological rhythm of the earth is complete rubbish, really, because it doesn't alter the impact of it. We must act in small and big ways. Everyone can do something about climate change, and it isn't just about the false hope of recycling. We need to reuse, we need to remove packaging and everything else, and we need to do that in these towns every day in every way. The voting system very much needs to be reformed from first past the post to a more proportional system. People don't vote because they rightly say, what's the point? When I stood this cat for election, people said I don't vote because my vote doesn't count. In a proportional system, depending which one it is, their vote would count.